god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's about to happen. Oh, it was that quick? Oh my god. I thought it was gonna take some more time. Yo, 2 million and one. Yo, we fucking did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh my god. 2 million subscribers. Yo, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for subscribing, for oh fuck. Fuck, I didn't think I was gonna cry like this. Fuck, that's crazy, bro. Is this shit really my fucking dream, bro? I didn't think I was gonna cry, bro. I'll be honest. But you just start talking and giving that speech, bro. That shit kicks in. Look, I want to make this quick. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for fucking liking me. Thank you guys for giving me a platform. Thank you guys for letting me pay my mom's rent. Thank you guys for letting me take care of my sister. Thank you guys for letting me take care of myself and those around me and take care of Mojo. That's my cat. Just thank you guys so much, because this really is my dream, bruh. 2 million, bro. I did a milli twice, bruh. Oh my fucking god, bro. What they gonna say now? What they gonna say? You got lucky twice, bruh? No, bro. Y'all know I be grinding so fucking hard on this channel. Thank you so fucking much, bruh. This is my dream. Thank you so much. Ima, te quiero mucho. Ya sé que estás viendo este video ahorita. Y'all know the deal. 3 mil. 3 mil is the next goal. Before this little segment ends, I do want to say rest in peace to Larry. Rest in peace to Larry. The best cat I've ever owned in my life. I wish you could witness this, but I know you up there. Bruh. I know you watching this. I got your son here. I got Mojo here. You know, taking care of him, giving him the best life possible. Just thank you. I'm recording this at 12:40. Oh, the clock just changed at 12:50 in the morning on March 12th, 2024. I have timestamps for certain topics I'm going to be talking about. So here is that timeline. I do suggest watching everything at once, but let's just get started with the first thing I want to talk about. 2 million subscribers. Wow. I know you guys saw the clip of me crying at the beginning, whatever. All right, I show my emotions. I am not ashamed of that. You know, saying thank you 1 million times, or actually 2 million times, wouldn't even do it justice. This is my dream job. I've been wanting this since I was a child. So thank you guys so much for literally everything. In the background, you're gonna see some B-roll footage, but maybe some random stuff. I don't know. Not really much face cam for this. I just want it to be me and you. And yeah, this is one of the 3 2 million specials. The Harsh Truth of Being a YouTuber. A film by me. And as a gift, I just want to be personal with you guys. I want to let you guys know some things about me that I've never said on the internet. And my goal really is to humanize myself a bit more. I am a person behind the screen, and I'd love to just build a bigger connection with my audience. That's really it. My birthday is coming up. I don't know if this will be uploaded on my birthday, before or after, but my birthday is on March 18th. Yes, I will be 22. You know, I'm not even mad at that. I am still so young in terms of like making my dreams come true. I did it. I'm excited for 22. I'm excited for the videos. I'm excited for my life in general. I'm excited for my knowledge to increase. I'm excited for many things. This really has always been the dream, though it does come with ups and downs, which we will talk about. You know, there is a reason this video is named The Harsh Truth of Being a YouTuber. For full transparency, I wanted to name this video 2 million subscribers, but you know, I changed this to a film, and that's the name of the film. Let's start with a topic, and that is my mental state. I actually called the suicide hotline for the first time last year in 2023, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I've actually publicly said on my second Instagram account that 2023 was the worst year of my life in terms of everything. Like, relationship wise, life wise, numbers wise. I just I wasn't feeling it. I couldn't figure out what was the problem. Now looking back, I'm pretty sure I know what it was, but it was horrible having back-to-back horrible years. And in 2022, I had a life-changing surgery. I was going through a breakup that happened that previous year. And then in 2023, I again had relationship problems, and my mental state really took a dive when I started living alone. It's ironic, that's what you want as a young adult. Oh, I want to move out of my parents' place. I want to stay up all night cuz like I could afford to. But those first 2 to 3 months of living alone truly drove me down to the like rock bottom. I couldn't take it anymore. I have this like insecurity that it's just because I can't smoke weed. I know it sounds like a first world problem, but like my friends used to smoke weed all the time. Now they don't, but they used to smoke weed all the time, and I would try to fit in. Maybe it'll be a good high this time. It never was. Yeah, guys, I guess I'm just a dude that just can't smoke weed. Nor do I drink that often. I drink when I go out, like for a party or a club, and that's really rare. But for the most part, I am sober. And I always thought I was lame for that. I always thought like, oh, I can't get high, man. I'm such a bitch. But, I like looking at things in a positive way. And I think it's a great thing that I can't get high. I mean, I grind and I grind and I grind. And no offense to people that smoke weed. This is just what I've noticed. But my friends become very slow. They become very slow, and they don't focus on their goals. It's a distraction. Again, if you smoke weed, I am not dissing you. This is just what I've noticed. Yeah, so that was one of the things that would bring me down, because I would be like, oh, wait, this is like supposed to be an escape for a lot of people, and I can't escape this reality. I just can't. And I wasn't going to turn to alcoholism. I would never do that. I've seen what it does to people, and I wouldn't let that happen to me. During that time last year when I had recently moved in, I actually tied a noose, not to do anything with it in particular, but I hung it up on above my bed, and I would lie to people. I'd be like, oh, it's a cool decoration, but it wasn't. It was a cry for help, and I don't think anyone really got the idea. Maybe my cameraman Andrew did. He was questioning it a bit, but other than that, my ex-girlfriend didn't really care. She just thought it was like a cool decoration. But that's what I told her, so don't blame her for that. I was so done. I couldn't do it anymore. Some of the things that were holding me back from committing suicide was just literally Mojo and my mom and my sister, and now my nephew, obviously. But if it wasn't for those people in my life, I don't know what would have happened that night. And to my mom who's watching this, and I've never told this to, there's just some things I don't want to talk about, Ironic, I could say it to an audience, but this is old news now. This is last year. My mom raised me stronger than to take the easy way out, but it was just a cry for help. That's all I'm saying. What I'm about to say might sound confusing, but please listen to me. But living alone was the best decision I've ever made in my life. And I know I just said that that's what drove me to thinking about ending it all, but hear me out. I was forced to get to know myself. I was quite literally forced. I was not going to back out of it. I had already signed my lease. I just had to sit down and be myself without anyone else interacting with me. There are no other footsteps in the house. At least human footsteps. I have my beautiful son Mojo, my cat, but that is very different than having a human around. Those first 2 to 3 months hurt my heart so much. They hurt my heart so much. I wasn't sure who I was. I just wasn't. I didn't know I could be so lonely. Oh, I reached my dreams. I'm making a very decent amount of money. I can move out. Oh, you're gonna end up alone. It was such a whiplash moment that it's like, wait, can I ask my friends to hang out? Oh, wait, they're working their regular jobs. It's almost like that lonely at the top feeling. Ew, that sounds so egotistical. You guys know what I mean. But it was just lonely. Whenever my mom and my sister would visit me, when they would leave and close that door, oh my God, the thud of the door closing would hurt my heart. That shit would make me want to cry so much, and it still kind of hurts. It's something you don't really appreciate when they're around. You just don't. But living alone, again, was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't want to say like, oh, I blew up too young. Like, no, I didn't. I mean, I guess I kind of did, but like, it's not a bad thing. It was so heart-wrenching. You know, ever since 2021, my love life has been horrible, to say the least. Let's just say if you're dating an extremely smart girl who goes to a college across the country and you live in California, which would help in your dream to become an influencer, hearts will be broken. And that's exactly what happened. For years, I asked myself, why am I not enough? Why was I not enough for her to stay here? Does she not believe in me blowing up? Remember, that was before I blew up. Like, is school really worth more than our love? It was a wheel of possibilities that I didn't have any proof to. And for so long, I wish that we had a reason to break up besides her moving away. It's easier to hate someone when, you cheated, I hate you, I'm gonna block you. But when you guys still are in love and you separate because one of you moves, I don't ever think you get closure. I don't ever think you heal. Like how are you supposed to fucking heal if you're still in love with that person? And then that shit bled into my next relationship. And it was just, trust me guys, when I say horrible, that is the nicest way to describe that situation. I couldn't do it. My love life, that's what I'll keep it at. It's just, it wasn't good. Right now, my love life, I don't want to talk about the now statement, or I don't want to talk about the present. I do want to let you guys know that it was bad. The most I'll say for the present is that I'm living my life and it's looking positive. That's what I'll say. But I'm not fully healed from what happened. I'm just not. And there is a pressure of being successful, at least for me, you know, like being the first generation to get this amount of money and fame, I guess if that's what you want to call it. There definitely is some pressure. It's like, oh, if I fall off, I can't pay my mom's rent anymore. I can't give my sister money for her son, which is my nephew. I love him so much. I can't take Mojo on emergency vet situations, which is what happened earlier. Thank you guys for the support, because Mojo, he's all fine now, but he was going through something. So took him to the vet, figured that out. But like there is a pressure. Like, I have people depending on me. I have employees. So, like, if I fall off, if something happens, like, it's scary. It really is scary. One day, I want to, or at least maybe for 2 weeks, I want to just not have a phone and go to a cabin somewhere. Because I'm not one of those anti-social media people. I love social media. It's the reason I am where I am. So, my screen time is horrible. I use my phone a lot. But I do want to visit the real world once in a while. You know, like, speaking of the pressure, it's I come from a Latino background. We didn't have much. I'm not saying all Latinos didn't have much, but my mom was brought here by her mom, which is my grandma. Shout out to my grandma. You know, they have their legal documents, but they didn't get in legally. I know that's funny. Haha, Latino getting in illegally, whatever. So my mom worked her ass off as a single mom with me and my sister, and it was actually so beautiful when I started blowing up and I showed my grandma. My grandma knows what my mom has been through with my, deadbeat dad and just other shitty situations. It was one of my first paychecks when I started making like around 5 figures a month. And I showed that to my grandma, and my grandma instantly started crying. She just couldn't believe the numbers she was seeing. The first thing she did was she turned to my mom and said, "This is your gift. This is what all your hard work got you." And I tear up thinking about that, because that was so awesome to hear, knowing that my mom has been through so much. I love that woman, and just knowing that I can repay her every single penny and more than that. Y'all already know. So just taking care of her is the best part. I say this story a lot, but I hope it just inspires you guys. But the story is, in 2020, before I had blown up, I blew up late 2021 for context. My mom told me that she was considering working for Postmates / Uber Eats, delivering food, because she wanted more. She needed more for income. When she told me that, I got mad. I said, no, don't do that. She didn't, and I hadn't even blown up. She just listened to me. But your boy blew up. She never had to work for Postmates or Uber Eats, and I actually ended up retiring her, I believe late 2021 as well. I just told her she never has to work a day in her life, and I just pay her rent. I bought her a new car, and that's it. I bought my sister a car as well. Just simple stuff. These women raised me. They deserve the world, and I will give them the world. Even though my mom and my sister were the ones that raised me, believe me, my relationship with my sister was not the best. I would actually think it was on the worst end of sibling relationships. My relationship with my sister is barely rekindling. I like to think that it's having my nephew that is helping us. Growing up, I think my mom messed up. Sorry, Mom, but I think you should never have children that are decades apart, or at least a decade apart. My sister is 9 years older than me. We had nothing to relate about. We just watched different shows, and it didn't help that she was just the opposite gender. So there was nothing we could talk about. We grew up like roommates. We didn't grow up like siblings. I actually thought it was really funny when siblings would hug on TV and laugh, And then I noticed that in elementary school that there are a lot of siblings that love each other, and that shocked me. I was like, "What the fuck? Is this real?" My sister just didn't have patience for me. I don't blame her. She was going through. Actually, I do kind of blame her, but that's for me to solve on my own. She was going through her teenage life, but every time she took care of me, it felt like it was just because Mom asked. It wasn't because she wanted to, and I would question, what did I do? I didn't do anything. If I'm a decade younger than you, I haven't experienced half the world you have. There really wasn't any love, and I know you're watching this. I know you love me now, but this is my story, and that I felt that I didn't love you, and I'm not gonna lie when it comes to saying a trauma about my childhood. I wish you did better as a sister. I really do. But I know you're gonna be a great mom. I know you've learned from your mistakes, and you're already a great mom. But I just never liked the idea of people censoring what happened. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie. We could have had a way better relationship, and I know that you were more in control than I was. And now, let's talk about my father a little bit. My father, the anonymous person in my life. Not really. I know him, but you guys don't. I didn't grow up with my dad. I grew up with my mother and my sister, as I've said before. I always knew he was a bad person. With the stuff my mom and my sister would tell me, I just knew he had bad intentions. And he actually turned his back on me when I started blowing up. It was one of the most heart-wrenching things that has happened in my life. Long story short, he was supporting me on my YouTube journey when I was a small channel, really small channel. I started getting those numbers, and I noticed that he started showing more jealousy. Yes, a 50-year-old man was jealous of at the time, 19-year-old guy that was also his son. And at some point, I bought my dream car, and that was a Tesla Model X. It was white at the time, and he never got to see the car. I forget exactly what happened, but my older half-brother ended up talking to me. I believe I called him, and my older brother does not engage in anything with my father. He also doesn't like him, and he told me, "Yo, I'm only going to tell you this because I don't want you contacting him anymore, but he talks shit about you, your mom, and your sister. Yes, we're talking about my 50-year-old father here, talking shit about me and my success and my family members that raised me, which he didn't." I'm not going to get into the details of what he said. Quite frankly, I don't remember. I believe I just pushed that out of my head. But what I didn't push out of my head was my final text that my own father sent me. Here is the final thing my father ever said to me. That is what my own blood said to me after I hit one of my favorite goals, getting my dream car, being on the rise as a YouTuber. That's what my dad said to me. I haven't spoken to him since. He is a paranoid drug addict that I just want nothing to do with in my life. I have a theory that maybe that's why I want a kid so early in my life. I just want to be the dad that he wasn't. I want to raise a kid. I want to be the best dad ever. I want to be the best dad ever. You guys know I'm going to be a great dad. I know you guys know. It's just funny. I never got to be like an older brother. I'm the youngest. I never got to be that older person for someone else and like care for someone. Why am I telling you this? Like I said in the beginning of the video, I want you guys to get to know me. We hit 2 million. This is a gift for you guys. Not what happened with my dad, but letting you guys know that I'm just like you. I'm just like you. I'm from Hawthorne, California. Shout out Hawthorne. I worked very hard for this, and I still work hard. And I know this film had a different tone to it, but that's what I want. Another point I want to make. Do you watch me for me or my content? I recently got a comment. I'm not going to find it, but just believe me. And the comment said, dude, we don't care about you. We only care about the content. And that got me thinking. It kind of stung a little bit, you know, like, is it true that you guys don't watch me for me? I think I explained stories pretty good. I understand if like because the topics I talk about are really good. You know, shout out to me for those ideas. I like to think that you guys like me for me. I get recognized in public a lot, so you know, I know that that person content was in the minority, but believe me, it stung. Something I really want to talk about in this video is Latino YouTubers. There's not many of us. There are a ton of white creators, there are a ton of black creators, even some Asian ones, but I don't really see any Latino ones. I don't know why. I know Quackity is a good representation, but I don't think he's that consistent. I think he just posts I think he streams and then uploads those streams on like a stream clips channel. But I really want to just be a prominent figure for Latinos. Let you guys know you could do whatever you want. Whatever you want. My mom actually has a theory that if my dad was in the same household as us, like if everything worked out good between them, that I wouldn't have ended up being a YouTuber because he would have forced another likeness upon me. If I was doing my little silly videos, he probably would have just been like, dude, just quit. Actually, fun fact, my oldest brother told me that my dad would just doubt them whenever they would upload silly skits on YouTube. So I wouldn't doubt it would be the same for me. You know, everything happens for a reason. I'm a strong believer of that. Latino YouTubers, come on guys, let's unite. Let's unite. Let's show that our race can like really pop off when it comes to the internet. For context, I am Mexicano and Guatemalteco. All right. I know I say Mexican a lot. I get that from my dad. I should be saying Guatemalteco because that's my mom and I love her. It's just easier to say Mexican, man. And what's next for the channel? What's next for the channel? Well, more videos. I'm grinding this year. I call this year 2021 V2. I blew up in 2021. I know I've said that, but yeah, so that's what I'm calling this year 2021 V2. I actually called it that before the year turned into this year. I was hyping it. I was like, okay, next year going to be 2021 V2, and your boy doing it. So I'm gonna end this off with thank you. I'm so surprised I did not cry. Oh my god, I'm so happy I didn't. You know, I felt the teary eyes and the knot in my throat at some points, but I just want to say thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
What would you say to your younger self who is just starting out YouTube?
My younger self was just starting out YouTube. 8th grade and middle school. I'm gonna say, first of all, you're gonna look different. But in terms of advice, the most honest advice is it's not gonna happen quick. That's the most honest advice. It's not gonna happen quick. It's not gonna happen when you try your hardest. It's gonna happen when you try your hardest, but it's a combination. Try your hardest, and it's gonna be random. It's gonna be random. So you always gotta try your hardest. But yeah, it's people always say there's luck involved. There is, but there's also skill. You're only gonna get better. So don't think you're always gonna be irrelevant. You get better with time, with any skill. You're gonna be good at it at some point. So that's what I would tell him. I'll tell him, little bro, this is gonna take time, but you're gonna learn and you're gonna grow from it, even from the failures. That's what I'd tell him.
Are you happy?
Am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. For the most part, I'm happy. I'm happy because I know how to control my emotions, I think. And by that, I mean, like, I let myself cry a lot. Like, I gotta cry sometimes. Do it. If you gotta cry, then do it. Don't bottle that up. I know how awkward it is if you live with someone and you don't want them hearing your sniffling in the dark. I know that. Trust me. I'm just blessed enough to live in my own place. I could cry at midnight. I could be screaming. I'm sad, you know? Like, I don't actually do that. But yeah, I think one of the keys to happiness is being in control of your emotions. And yes, those are the negative emotions as well. So yeah, man, I'm happy. It's a good answer, I would say.
Where do you see your life in the future from now? YouTube or just personally?
I'm gonna hit 10 million subscribers at one point. I know I'm gonna do it. We gotta do this 8 more times, I can do it. So it's gonna be very fun. Life-wise, definitely gonna. I'm very excited to see how my thinking evolves. That's what I'm most excited for. I think I'm smart now, but when you look 2 years back and you're like, when you look 2 years back and you're like, damn, I was fucking stupid. I think that, and I was like at 21, I thought I was the GOAT. Now I'm turning 22, and I'm like, wait, now I'm the GOAT. So I'm excited for my mindset in terms of like physical, like shit. Like I do want a wife and kids. I do want, I be talking about that. I be talking about it like a lot, bro. I just gotta find her, or she gotta find me. But I definitely do. I do want children, bro. I gotta spread the Tuv genes. You already know. Like there gotta be more of me walking around and stuff. The breaking free meme.
Oh, it looks like it. What is love?
What is love? Bruh. Love? I think love is more than emotion. It's definitely connection. But love, you could think of love as an emotion, but bruh, I've been in love. It's different. It's not like I'm happy. And love is like forever. What type of emotion you feel forever? I don't know, man. Love is like I think love is a person. Yeah, that's what I think. I think love is a person. And it's different for everyone, obviously. Unless all y'all in love with me. Nah, that's my answer. I think love is a person. I don't think love is an emotion. I don't think love is a feeling. I think love is a person.
If you were to be remembered for one thing, what would you want to be remembered by?
Big dick. No, imagine. I am gonna be remembered for that. But definitely, I remember for making a change. Actually, being remembered as like a Latino entertainer that paved the road. Yeah, a Latino entertainer that paved the way. That's what I want to be remembered as. Yes, I'm focusing on paving the way not only for everyone but Latinos, man. I do want to represent us, and sí, puedo hablar español. No es lo mejor, pero sí puedo entender, puedo hablar, puedo comunicar con mi familia, which is the best part. But I hope I pronounce all those right. So I want to be remembered for paving the way when it comes to Latino entertainers. That's what I want to do.
What is in the future for Tuv's music?
My music, huh? First of all, that's a drone? You can't get that, it's too dark. But my music, man. First of all, I love my music. In case you can tell, Stop Loving Me, SLM, my favorite piece of work I've made. But yeah, I'm always getting better. I always take the criticisms. I'm gonna make a second channel video talking about like the criticism of my music. But seems like the popular opinion right now is that I'm getting better, and I really appreciate that. Some people are just rude, like genuinely rude, like not even on some like you could fix this and this. They're just like, I hope your music gets deleted off all platforms. It's like, bruh, okay, Jesus. But Honey's coming out. I don't know if Honey's already out by the time this video comes out, but Hachiko's out, and then we got another song called Bunny. I'll give y'all a sneak peek to Honey right now. Let's see if you like it. Let's see if Tuv is a bad YouTuber musician. Actually, let's see if Tuv is a bad musician in general. All right, so this is Honey.
Honey, I've been waiting for you to tell me you're in love. The spaceship will not leave the ground until I know that I'm enough. Honey, I've been waiting for.
So did you like that? Yeah, Honey seems to be the one that people like supported the most, and I think it's just the people giving me the chance, like I can make music, dude. Like, let me get better as I go on. I do it all in my room. I get the beat from YouTube though, and yes, I want to start producing and stuff. The future for Tuv Music, basically, I'm gonna start producing. I want to start making my own beats. I want to get more into that, and definitely just gonna keep putting my emotions into music. Ear Candy was not emotional. It was random lyrics. All of SLM was my life. If you want to learn more about my life, listen to SLM. It's very detailed. And in the new project, whatever it is, I don't know if it's gonna be an EP or an album, definitely gonna insert some of my life, but not as detailed as SLM. I think SLM was extremely detailed. I'm gonna tone it back a little bit, but the melodies will be there, the new sound will be there. It'll be fun. It'll be fun for new listeners and OG listeners.
What are you afraid of?
Whoa, you're right, that is a serious, deep question. What am I afraid of? You know, my biggest fear was failure. No, scratch that. My biggest fear was the future. There's a video on this channel called 243 where I discuss my fear of the future, because I don't know if I was going to be a YouTuber or not. I didn't know if it was going to work out. And obviously it did end up working out, but it's so awesome seeing how much I've grown, because my biggest fear was the future, and that's what I look forward to the most. It's so like beautiful, man. And now my biggest fear, it's loneliness. It's loneliness, and I know I live alone, but I got my son Mojo. Y'all know that. So Mojo been holding me down, bruh. Yeah, so loneliness is my biggest fear at the moment. Maybe one day I'll get over it. I don't know. Loneliness is fear. Is scary, man. And the cool thing about being afraid of being alone is that I'm conquering it as I live alone. Yeah, I got Mojo, but y'all know, like, he's the best. He's not a human though. So I would say that, yeah, I'm conquering the fear. I don't think I'm getting over it completely, but definitely leveling up in terms of not being as scared. So yeah, being lonely is scary, guys. It's so scary. And we're done. That was the last question. It's cold out here. No.